Good day, gentlemen.
What's up, fuckers?
Hey guys, we doing another Transformers tier list?
Someone from the last video wanted us to do the characters, so I thought that should be our next tier list.
Oh, really? This'll be fun, just like when I had fun building my wall on the border.
Oh, by the way, shout-outs to everyone who liked, commented, and supported the last video. You guys are amazing. We never thought this account's first ever video on YouTube would be watched by so many so fast. Thanks to the amazing support, we're going to take the time to do these videos more often.
For once, I agree with you, Sleepy Joe.
I agree too, so let's get to it. Let's start with Jazz.
This is going to be easy, just like when I was president. Jazz is an easy C tier.
Wait the fuck up. C tier? Jazz is an easy A tier.
He was Optimus's second in command and first lieutenant. How can he be ranked C tier?
Because he died within the first few minutes of the battle for Mission City and didn't have a significant role in the first movie. I liked him, but not that much.
I'm putting Jazz in B tier.
And we all wonder why I was the best president. You two can't even get a tier list ranking right.
For the sake of moving on, I'm going to ignore that remark and go to the next character. Now, Barricade, I believe, is A tier material. Chose an excellent disguise right off the bat. Was able to hold his own against Bumblebee for the most part. Fooled nearly everyone around him with his clever vehicle mode, and survived every battle he was in.
I actually agree with you on this one. Barricade is one of my personal favorites.
Same here.
Okay, what about his partner Frenzy?
B tier. He was great and all when it came to doing what the other Decepticons couldn't, but he did kill himself in the end by accident.
I agree.
All right, next up is Grinder. Now, I'll just put him in B tier and we can move on.
No way! You have to be fucking kidding me. You're gonna put this cheap-ass knockoff of Blackout into B tier?
He deserves D or below.
Just exactly what is wrong with him.
He's a copy of Blackout that hardly appears in Revenge of the Fallen, and the only time he does, he gets his head ripped off.
Sleepy Joe is completely right. Good God, I never thought I would hear myself say that.
What about C tier?
D.
Fine, whatever. Lockdown?
S tier.
What the fuck? Joe, you and I seem to be on the same page today. Did you take your pills this morning, or is it a full moon?
If it was a full moon, you'd be a hairy-ass motherfucker right now.
Fuck you, Joe.
I agree with this rank. S tier, he goes Shockwave.
S tier.
With or without his pet driller. Without, he's B tier at best.
I actually have to agree with you, Donald.
No surprise, I'm usually right about these things. It's what made me the best president this country has ever seen.
Oh God, don't start.
Fuck off, Barack.
How about we put him in A?
Whatever. Okay, so Soundwave looks to be next.
He wasn't bad. I liked him more in Revenge of the Fallen than Dark of the Moon.
Agreed. He was more useful in space than on Earth.
I think you should follow that example, Sleepy Joe. You'd be more useful to the country in space than in the White House.
Fuck you, Donald.
So other than that, I think we can all agree on B tier.
Personally, I was aiming towards C, but I can do B. What about Laserbeak?
A tier. I liked his personality and how he could transform into more than just one thing.
I agree.
Okay, what about Wheelie? I think he belongs in C tier.
Agreed.
Hound?
B tier.
You're only saying that because he actually managed to be as fat as you are. He's a C tier.
Fuck you, Joe. He may have been big, but at least he was useful, which is more than I can say for you.
That's not what Melania said last night.
Keep the wives out of this, you fossil.
Moving on. I agree with C tier. Now, Blackout should go without saying. Easiest S tier.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Bone Crusher?
Too easy. D tier.
He should have had more screen time, but I agree.
Just like how I should have had more screen time as president instead of allowing you two bozos to take my place.
Shut up, Obama.
Ratchet is next.
A tier. He was actually my favorite out of them all.
I can go with A tier.
Same. Okay, Bumblebee should be unanimous. Into S tier he goes. What about Galvatron?
D tier. He's probably one of the worst incarnations of the character ever made.
I like this Galvatron only because he was basically immortal. But then the next film ruined that.
I'll put him in C. That was the only concept that really worked for him. Brains?
You mean the thing Joe lacks?
Fuck you!
No, I mean the character. I think he belongs with Wheelie in C tier.
Agreed.
Whatever. What about Stinger?
Automatic D tier. He was just a cheap knockoff of Bumblebee.
You wanted a knockoff of Blackout in B tier, but then put a knockoff of Bumblebee in D. That makes no sense.
Just like how it makes no sense that you're basically a giant orange.
Fuck you, Barack. Just put Stinger into D and let's move the fuck on.
Okay, Optimus goes without saying. What about Jetfire?
I think the mere fact that he is miraculously older than Joe alone makes him straight A+ tier material.
I'll put him in A+, even though there are more reasons to it than just that. Iron...
S tier.
Okay, what about Megatron?
S tier too.
I already stated my opinion about him in the last video, so just put him B.
I'll cut it in the middle and do A tier. Brawl?
A.
Agreed.
Scorponok?
A+.
Agreed.
Starscream is automatic A+. Sentinel Prime?
S
A tier.
I'll do S tier. The Fallen?
We don't have an F tier this time, so I'll go for D.
Joe,
What?
what do you think?
What were we talking about again?
Oh, for God's sake. Obama D tier. I think Joe needs to take another set of pills.
How the Fallen Has Fallen. What about the twins?
B tier. I love the comedy that followed whenever they bickered. Shame they suddenly disappeared and didn't return in the next films except for glimpses of them.
I didn't like them, C tier.
Oh, so now you come back?
Fuck off. I had to take my next set of pills.
Called it.
We're nearly done, so I'll put these guys in B tier. What about Drift?
A tier.
He wasn't bad. Put him in B tier. And while on B tier, put Crosshairs in there.
Crosshairs belongs in C tier.
I think he should go in C tier. I didn't like how he doubted Optimus's leadership. And last and least, we have Quintessa. Anyone oppose D tier?
If there was an F tier, she would go there. But D is fine.
Is that all of them? I feel like we're missing a few.
I think we got them all. If we missed any, I think the viewers should rank them. I'm interested to see what they have to say in the comments.
Well, I think this tier list went really well.
I agree. Okay, well, I have to go eat ice cream and take a nap. I mean, get president stuff done.
Nice save, old man. I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
See you fellas later.